What a good girl. Look at this big head. Look at this big head. Ooh. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Crystal and I'm a full-time reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And today we're just going to do a Mail Out Monday video and talk about some of the things that sold on those platforms. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. We're going to head inside and talk about it. Hey friends, welcome back to the Crystal Bear channel. My name is Crystal, and as I said in my intro, I am a full-time reseller. You can find me on pretty much all of the platforms as the Crystal Bear, and it's Monday, so we're going to talk about what sold over the weekend on various platforms, and I'm going to give you a little bit of an update on what's going on in my business. We have some exciting things happening. I'm really excited to share with you guys. Sorry, I'm just starting up my computer so that I can give you guys the information that you need. Let's see. I hope you guys love this wall. I am obsessed with it. So my best friend came over and helped me decorate because I'm not a great decorator, but she did an amazing job. This like tobacco basket right here, and there's a small one right here. I found them at the bins. I hid a bin full of just random farmhouse decor, and that's kind of what I have my house set up as. And these things are really expensive. So I found them at the bin, picked them up, and I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to do with these. I don't really do well with decorating. And she was gracious enough to come over and help me hang some stuff. So yeah. Also, I wanted to show you guys this. I found these, like a stack of these at the bins. Only people who are my age will realize what this is. But I had to keep one for myself. Yo, this is a tech deck. It goes Tony Hawk Pro Skater tech deck. They came with little ramps. You put your fingers on here. Amazing. Oh, I love it. I found 15 of them at the bin. I'm selling the majority of them, but I had to keep one, right? So they'll be in the videos from now on. Just hanging out up there. Okay, what else is going on? Y'all, I hired an employee. It's finally happened. I'm an official adult now. Official adult business owner. So most of you know that Denali El Ducho has a VA course. Well, I purchased it at the end of last year in December. Mostly just for a tax write-off. But also because I had been playing around with the idea of getting a virtual assistant, but I didn't know tax implications and really didn't feel comfortable with giving passwords away and all of this stuff. So I purchased the course when she had it on a discount, and I waited until March 2021, so 3 months to even complete the course, which is crazy. But I finally completed it. She did a very good job with this course. If you are on the fence about buying it, I think that you should. She answers all of the questions, and she's super responsive. I ended up sending her a DM because I had an extra question that wasn't in her course, and she was super gracious to answer it. So 10 out of 10 would recommend that course. Okay, so I went through Upworks, which is one of the places that she recommends, and I found a candidate that I liked. I loved the whole process. It's very professional. It's not like you're just hiring some rando off the internet. It's actually, you get resumes and cover letters and all of this stuff, right? So I hired from the Philippines, and he started this morning, so their time difference is different. So he was working, I think start at 5 a.m. So I guess he's a late worker because that was pretty late for their time zone, but he messaged me. He's really good at the communication. I'm very impressed with his work. He's asking questions that he's not just trying to figure things out and being like, oh, well, good enough. He's actually asking questions. I'm very impressed so far. It's only been a day, but he's worked about 3 hours, and I've got some listings up, and I'm really impressed with it. So hopefully it continues to go well, because it's going to be a really big asset in my business to be able to grow. As many of you know, I live out in the boonies, so to get to a Goodwill takes about an hour. Well, the bins, which is where I do the majority of my shopping. So usually I'm not spending that much time at the bins because I have to come home and do the rest of the tasks, right? I wish I could be out shopping all day, but realistically, that's not what makes the money. So hopefully with him doing the listings, I'll be able to spend more time at the bins, get more inventory in, and really start pumping out more listings. That's the goal, to kind of increase sales. So I am excited about that, and I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, now for why you're here. We're going to go over 5 sales for what sold this week. It is the first week of March 2021. I saw a meme the other day that was like, we just let March come back after the way that it acted last year. And I 100% agree. Can you believe we've been doing this for a year? A year. Crazy. Anyway, we're in the beginning week of March, and we're going to talk about 5 sales things that have sold for me this week. Okay. First thing we're going to start with, I loved these. A friend of mine actually purchased a pair prior to me finding these at the bins. These weren't her size anyway, but she purchased them off Poshmark, and she was obsessed with them, and I'm obsessed with them. It's a pair of Vans, old school Flames, black skater sneakers. They were in a size 7.5, and they were so cool. Like, if I wore Vans, these would be the ones that I wear because they're awesome. Not all Vans sell for me, so I usually only get like really sought after prints, and I think the Flames is one of them. Sold for $25 on a closet clear out day. So Poshmark paid the shipping discount and I didn't have to, so I made 20 bucks on that. It's pretty good. The next thing that sold, also on Poshmark, is this new with tags Shade and Shore, which is like a Target brand, purple bikini top in a size 34D. So one of my friends and I went to some store, can't remember the name of it, and they were having like deep discounts because it was like no longer summer basically. And they had bins and bins and bins of bathing suits, and they were all like Target brands. So obviously, like, I knew I wasn't gonna get a ton for them, but they were 50 cents a piece. So I picked up, I think, 8 of them, and I have 3 left. So I've sold through all of them. They've all sold for about $10 to $20. So I'm actually really happy with the return on investment for those items. I also only picked up the larger sizes. So anything that was a D or above, I picked up. Anything lower than that, I didn't pick up, just because I don't have a great track record with selling Target brand swimsuits that are in smaller sizes. So I just know that about my business. If you do have luck selling those sizes, then I would pick them up if it was that price, but I don't have that. So that's why I decided to do that. The next thing I want to talk about, this is kind of, I wouldn't call it a fail, but it's definitely a wash. And I like to talk about the good and the bad on this channel so that you're not thinking like, wow, reselling is amazing, which, don't get me wrong, it is amazing, but there are ups and downs. Everybody makes mistakes. Customers complain, all of this. It is not all sunshine and rainbows. So we're very transparent on this channel, and I want to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So we're going to talk about the sale. I sold this Patagonia Cinchilla striped yellow and pink and green sweater. It was in a size extra small, which I do think played into it, for $36. Now, the reason that this is is I paid $28 for this at a Plato's Closet. I don't know why. I thought it was going to sell for like $70. It did not. So after fees, and I think there might have even been a shipping discount. Hold on. Nope, just fees. But even still, after fees, I made $28.80, and I paid $28. So, plus side, I didn't lose any money, and now I can reinvest that money into something that would make more sense. Downside, I only broke even, made 80 cents, but for the amount of time that it was listed, it wasn't just listed on Poshmark, so it wasn't incurring fees on eBay as well. So I would not pick that up again for that price. If it was a lower price, I would still pick it up because it's still a pretty decent sale. But again, buy-in cost has a lot to do with whether or not things are good sales or not. So keep that in mind. Okay, then we're going to jump over to Mercari. And I sold these blue like basketball shoes. Hold on, I'll pull it up for you. And they sold for $52 on Mercari. They were the only thing that sold on Mercari this week, but still a pretty good sale. They were Adidas Marquee Boost Low sneakers in glow blue, size 11. So they were a larger size. I think I paid like $10 for these. They sold for $52. amazing. I'm super happy with that sale. Even though it was the only one on Mercari this week, I'm still very happy with it. And then we're going to talk about one eBay sale, which I've had a decent amount of sales on eBay, but a lot of them are just like lower price sales, like between $10 and $15, even some like $6.99, because I still have auctions continuing to go. Like I've addressed in a couple of my videos, I'm trying to get rid of some of the shirts and sweaters and stuff like that because it's just taking up too much space, and a lot of them I've had for a long time. So I'm letting these things go at like $6.99 to $10, and I'm happy to see them go. So, the thing that I wanted to talk about on eBay that was actually not even a clothing item, and I didn't know, I took a chance on this because I didn't know if it was going to sell or not. Hold on. Okay, this is a Treasury of War Poetry vintage hardcover book from World War II, 1943, I believe was like the publication date. I found this at the bin. I just thought it was really cool. Like the cover was cool. The pages were like, you know how books get when they're really, really old? They start to turn like an orangey, not orange, but like a very, I don't know, sepia kind of. Like you could tell it was vintage. It was a really cool book. And it was at the bin, so I thought, what the heck, I'll try it. I've had it for over a year. Obviously, it takes a very specific buyer for something like that. I just thought it was cool. So I picked it up. And it ended up selling for $15, which is a lot for a book, I feel like. It ended up shipping out media mail, which is extremely cheap to ship. So overall, a really good sale. It took a while, but I don't know. I just thought it was cool. And I don't always pick up things just because I think they're cool, but for whatever reason, that made the cut. So those are the 5 items that I am going to share with you this week. I hope that that was helpful in some way. If you are on the fence about taking Denali's course, I hope I convinced you to just take the plunge and invest in yourself and your business, because honestly, like, it's going to help you in the long run. And also, these are contract workers, so if it doesn't work out for whatever reason, you can just end the contract and no harm, no foul. You tried it, it didn't work, whatever. But I think it will work for you. So if you are on the fence, I hope you consider taking that course. And maybe we'll do a thrift with me. I put out a poll on Instagram. I think it might still be live, so go and check that out. I am looking for feedback on YouTube videos. I need to know what you guys want to see. And the only feedback I've gotten so far is that you guys want to see more inside the bins, which I feel like a lot of YouTubers are asked that same thing. My bins does not care if you film inside, so I can do that for you guys if you want, but it has to be voiceovers because the music is so loud and YouTube doesn't like that. So, but if you guys are interested in seeing that, I'll continue to do that for you. So just let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know on Instagram, however you want to get in touch with me, what you guys want to see on this channel, because I really want to grow the channel this year and kind of add value to your lives, right? Because if I'm not adding value, then I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm wasting my time. So the goal is to add value to your life and to help you in whatever way to grow your business. So let me know what you want to see, and I will do my best to do that. Also, if you are brand new here and you want to support the struggle, please consider hitting the subscribe button and the like button on your way out, and I will see you next week. They love the weather. Part of the reason I live in Middle Tennessee is for these goobers. Trixie. So majestic.